What is up, guys? D3vious here. Thought I might just do a little comparison video between the Militias Birthright and the Fighting Lion, seeing as the new pinnacle weapon is a grenade launcher. I'm starting to see this pop up a fair bit. Guys, my personal favourite out of these two is the Militias Birthright. It's pretty much a one-shot if you manage to get a direct hit with it, whereas a Fighting Lion, it can hurt them a fair bit, but it's not usually a one-shot, but it does come in a lot prettier little ornaments than the Militias Birthright does. So, yeah, basically, guys, to use the Militias Birthright, from my experience, I'm not very experienced in it yet, like I've only just started using it, but basically scout and sniper hallways. If you can manage to shoot a grenade straight down the hallway, you can usually hit and kill one or two people like I just did just there. And basically, as long as you're good on your aim, Militias Birthright is a good gun for you. A couple of guys in the clan use it, a couple of guys that I've come up against use it, and basically if you get that hit, it will do a lot of damage or kill them instantly. Like this sniper lane again, bang, instant kill. Comparing it to the Fighting Lion, the Fighting Lion doesn't quite one-shot, and it's very unpredictable with how it bounces, and you know, you got that little perk where you can hold the trigger down and let it go for the explosion. That is a bit of a nicer perk than the Militia, where you have to get the hit with Militia. And yeah, pretty much that's it. I will say, if you're gonna roll around with this gun for it, this is just in here because I have no idea how that missed.
Fucking bullshit, dude. That's why I hate
Anyways, if you are gonna roll around with Militias Birthright, I suggest you do not do the triple stack grenade launcher that I have seen people rolling around with. There's a couple of Titans I've seen roll around with it. They've run around with the insurmountable skull fort, so they've got that constant shoulder charge on. Here's a little thing. Here's why you don't run double. So I just took a shot, missed, took another shot and missed, got instantly owned. If you're gonna run with the grenade launcher, have a pulse rifle or a hand cannon as your other weapon to be using, guys, just so that you can, if you get the miss, because they do take a little while to reload. If you do miss your shot, just switch to it quickly, just so you can get away with killing someone rather than getting smacked. Happens to me a couple times in this games that I'm showing. I get clapped because I don't switch to my other weapon. I'm actually rolling with the triple grenade launcher right now, just to sort of make a point of it. But I managed to get 3 wins in a row with this sort of meta, I suppose we'll call it. So it does work if you can get your shots on, but I'm only really showing you my direct hits, and you know, this doesn't show exactly how many times I miss. But when we're talking about going from Fighting Lion to Militias, Fighting Lion will start with more ammo than Militias Birthright. Militias Birthright only pops in with 2 grenades to load up into your gun. Now that's a big disadvantage to the Fighting Lion, which rolls in with 8, I believe. So 1 in the mag and 7 on the sideline, or 6. I forgot already. But yeah, guys, if you can land your direct hits with the Militias, it's a solid gun. So you know, if you're going to use, I suggest you go into strikes first, or you know, into PvE, go up against some computer, just get some practice in landing your shots, because if you miss the shot, you do get owned a fair bit. Now here's why I roll with the pulse after having Militias on, simply so you can put some damage in, get some melees in. Just watch this. This is incredibly just internet at its best right now. He disappears off the map, pops back onto the map, just goes around everywhere, gets the shoulder charge kill on me, and then teleports everywhere like he's from the Matrix. But yeah, so in comparison to both of them, my personal preference out of the both, I would say Militias Birthright is better. Alright, if you can land your shots, you can own with it. There are heaps of guys out there that are very accurate. There are heaps of guys out there that, you know, can put the shots on. If you're one of them guys that has been playing for a little while, you know the maps pretty well. You know where people are going to spawn. You know where people are going to be. this is a pretty good gun for you. If you know where people are going to pop out and do their little sniper hallways, that is the prime spot to shoot these bullets. Took me about 3 matches to learn that, and pretty much once I got that down pat, we were winning games flat out. I think I got a 7 in a row just using this, just pretty much trying to use Militias Birthright as my only gun, even though I was switching to my pulse rifle just to make sure I didn't die. But yeah, oh, this is in here as well, just because I get smacked by this guy with his golden gun wasting all 3 shots on me. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Basically, if you're gonna use Militias Birthright, be accurate. You know, get your accuracy down just so that you can one-shot. It is an effective weapon. As for fighting Lion, you know, it's got nice little perk of it. You know, holding the trigger, you can control the explosion. Give it a go. Give it a practice. Basically, I give Militias for grenade launchers, I give it a 8 out of 10. Fighting Lion, I've never really liked, so we'll give that a 6 out of 10 compared to the heavy types. And then let's give an honorable mention to the Colony. Hands down, easiest gun to use. I'll give that a 10 out of 10 any day. If you're trying to get good with a grenade launcher or get kills, that's your gun. Alright, D3vious out. Catch you, boys.